Ever wondered how to ensure your proxies are reliable and secure, but have trouble figuring out which one works best for you? If these are questions you thought about, you're in the right place. Hello, I'm Josh from ProxyScrape, and welcome to our tutorial on how to test proxies. In today's digital world, proxies are crucial for web scraping and data collection. This video will guide you through the simple process of using ProxyScrape Proxy Checker, exploring its key features, and showing you step by step how to efficiently evaluate your proxies. Join us to unlock the full potential of your online experience with optimal performance. Downloading the Proxy Checker. First things first, to download the ProxyScrape Proxy Checker, head over to the ProxyScrape website. It's pretty straightforward to navigate. Once you're there, you'll find a section dedicated to the Proxy Checker. Here's where you'll make a small but very important choice, which is to pick the version that suits your system. There's a 64-bit and 32-bit version available. Just click on the one that matches your computer's specifications. After clicking the download button, downloading the software might take a little time. The speed really depends on your internet connection. So if it's taking a bit longer, don't worry. It's a good time to grab a quick coffee or stretch your legs. Once it's downloaded, you're all set for the next step: installing the Proxy Checker. Now that you've downloaded the Proxy Checker, let's walk through the installation process. You might run into a Windows Defender pop-up when you open the file. This is pretty common with new software. There's no need to worry though. Click More Info and then choose Run Anyway. This is just a step to bypass the software certificate notification, which pops up because ProxyScrape doesn't have a software certificate yet. Next, the installer will kick in. It's a standard setup, so just follow the on-screen instructions. You'll be asked to grant admin permissions. This is normal for any software installation, and it allows the installer to make necessary changes to your system. Finally, once the installation is complete, hit Finish. The software will open up, and you can move on to the exciting part, using the Proxy Checker. We're currently working with version 1.1 of the ProxyScrape Proxy Checker, which has some neat features. You'll land on the proxy checking page when you first open the software. This is your control center for all things proxy. The layout here is user-friendly and intuitive. You'll see options for configuring your proxy settings. This is where you tailor the software to your needs. You can set up different settings depending on the type of proxies that you're working with. Think of it like setting up other playlists for different moods or activities. The idea is to give you as much control as possible over how you check and manage your proxies. This flexibility is a big plus, especially if you're juggling various types of proxies. So take a moment to explore the interface and get comfortable with the options available to you. Exploring additional features. Now let's move towards some cool additional features of the ProxyScrape Proxy Checker. First up, we have the Proxy Judges. This feature allows you to set up specific URLs for the software to check your proxies against, and is useful when you want to ensure that the proxies work with a specific website. An important feature while configuring new Proxy Judges is the use of keywords. Keywords play a vital role in confirming successful connections through proxies to the judge that you are configuring. You can input words typically found when connecting to the judge, and the software uses these to verify if the proxy connection is successful. For reliability, the software also offers default judges hosted by ProxyScrape. These are preset, trusted URLs that the Proxy Checker uses to test your proxies. It's a hassle-free option, especially if you're unsure which URLs to use. Lastly, there's the blacklist functionality. This is super useful for filtering out unwanted proxies. You can enable this option to have the software check your proxies against known blacklists. It's an extra layer of security to ensure the proxies you are using are safe and not flagged. Downloading free proxies for demonstration. Let's return to ProxyScrape to grab some free proxies for our demonstration. Once you're on the site, look for the section labeled Free Proxies. Here you'll find a variety of proxy lists that you could download. It's pretty straightforward. Just choose the list that suits your needs and hit the download button. But here's a heads up, free proxies aren't always the most reliable. These proxies can be unstable, going offline unexpectedly, or slower than paid options. That said, for our demonstration, they are perfect. We get to see how the proxy checker performs under different conditions, which is a great way to test its capabilities. So, with your free proxies downloaded, we're ready to move on to the next step: configuring the proxy checker and performing checks. Next up is configuring the proxy checker and running those checks. Start by importing the proxy list you've downloaded. It's a simple drag and drop, or you can browse and select the file. Once your list is in, choose the protocol you want to test, whether it's HTTP, HTTPS, or SOCKS. Now, adjust the number of threads. The more threads you have, the faster the proxy checking goes. But be mindful of your system's horsepower and your internet speed. Overloading it with too many threads can lead to false positives, or even crashes. Set your retry limits and timeout duration next. This is about how long the checker waits for a response from a proxy before calling it quits. It's a balance. Too short, and you might miss some good proxies. Too long, and you're just waiting for no reason. Finally, hit the check button to start the process. Keep an eye on the screen as it goes through the list. It's interesting to see which proxies pass the test in real time, and which don't make the cut. Reviewing results and exporting proxies. Once the proxy checker has finished its job, it's time to dive into the results. On the results page, you'll see a clear display of which proxies made the cut and which didn't. This part is crucial because it shows the effectiveness of your proxies. You can filter these results based on specific protocols or timeout settings if you need to. This is great for zooming in on the types of proxies that you're interested in. For instance, if you only want to see HTTP proxies that responded within a certain time, you can easily set that up. The total number of proxies checked versus those that worked is also displayed. This gives you a quick snapshot of the proxy list's overall quality. Finally, there's the super handy option to export these checked proxies. Just click the export button, save the list as a text file, and you've got a list of verified proxies ready to use in any other software. This feature is a real time saver, especially if you need to use the proxies in multiple applications. Thanks for watching, and I hope you got something out of this tutorial. Your feedback is always invaluable to us, so if you have any suggestions or ideas for our proxy checker, please visit roadmap.proxyscrape.com. Remember, our team is ready to assist you with round-the-clock live support, accessible on every web page. See you in the next video.